Hey guys, what's up? Today we're going to talk about reprints. Everyone in the hobby is making videos about reprints. And I don't know. I feel like a lot of people are making them and it's like good news. Yay, the reprints. And then the investor space in Pokemon is there's people that are like, oh no, they're reprinting it. My investment's going to go down. Then there's investors that are happy when we get reprints because that just means they can buy more. I think this upcoming reprints, all the reprints that were announced for all the sets in Scarlet and Violet, I don't think they're going to matter at all. I think it's going to get sucked up so quickly. It's going to become sold out everywhere all over again. Just think about this. So I bought Surging Sparks. I pre-ordered Surging. I usually pre-order every set. I don't try to go find it in the stores. Even when Pokemon's not hot, I don't go try to buy it in Target and Walmart and stuff. I always buy online and I pre-order because it's cheaper. I mean, you're going to spend more. You're going to spend way more if you shop at Target and Walmart and the Pokemon Center. You're going to be paying close to retail, and I never pay anywhere near retail. I always pre-order boxes. I mean, I just got to say this, and a lot of you are going to be maybe upset when I say this, but I got Surging Sparks and Prismatic Evolutions cases. Not many cases. I got a case on October 13th. I'm looking at it right now on my eBay because I couldn't remember. I had to pull it up. Forgive me. On October 13th, 2024, P Football Pete on eBay had cases of Surging Sparks for $639.88. That's how much I paid for my case. And then loose boxes, I got a case, 2 loose boxes, and 2 ETBs? Or 1 ETB? 1 ETB for my kiddo. The ETB cost me $37.49 of Surging Sparks. The 2 loose booster boxes cost me $215.80 for 2 of them. So that's like 100 something each. And then the case of Surging Sparks cost me $639.88. Yeah. And then after and that was a pre-order in October. I don't remember the exact date it came out, but you can see it hadn't boomed yet because, yeah, I think it boomed after it released. I'm not really sure, but after it released, I remember how crazy it was. And I guess maybe people thought that was a one-off. As far as people, I mean like stores that sell it, like P Football Pete on eBay, like Forged in Fire, like Safari Zone. People that sell online, TCG Player, I mean, Troll and Toad, everyone. And then it seems that Surging Sparks, that happened with it. The demand went crazy when Surging Sparks was released, or maybe it was closer to pre-order. I can't remember the exact date it came out, but if that was in early October when I made the pre-order, then I was like, okay, but that's how I always pre-order everything. It's super cheap like that. Always. Then I got to look at this again. I got to look for the other picture because I screenshotted these I screenshotted these before I had a YouTube channel. Again, I screenshot every time I buy one so that I can write it down and keep the receipts for tax purposes in 20 years when I end up selling all this stuff. Let me find it. Okay, y'all aren't going to believe this. No one's going to believe this. And if you don't, I mean, I have literal proof. I got, what day is this? November 13th. Forged in Fire had Prismatic Evolutions Elite Trainer Box cases for $649.99. A case of 10 for $649.99, and I got 2. And then the single Prismatic Evolutions Elite Trainer Box, they had them for $64.99. Now this is not like the Surging Sparks. I got extremely lucky with this, and I got 2 cases with tax. I got 2 cases of Prismatic Evolutions Elite Trainer Box. 2 cases of them. I paid $1,319. The shipping was $5, and the tax was $106. So in total, I have 2 sealed in my closet. Some closet somewhere in a secret location, I have 2 Prismatic Evolutions Elite Trainer Box cases for $1,430. This was lucky. I was checking websites when I woke up. So I checked them when I woke up to just check for pre-orders. I was like, okay, this is going to be way harder to get because I saw what happened with Surging Sparks and I just knew. So I woke up, I checked the sites, I went to work. At lunch break, I checked the sites. After work, I checked the sites. And then before bed, I'd check the sites. One day after work, on November 13th, at 2, it even tells the time, at November 13th at 2:30, after work, I checked it, and the pre-order was up, and I freaking clicked it quickly. And I checked out. I remember I checked out and I went to take a piss. And I got back and I checked it again and it was gone. They were sold out. And then the next day I checked it and they had them up for more expensive. And then those were gone. And then they had them, they have them up right now for, Forge and Fire has them up right now for, I'm not sure. But anyways, that's just what I'm saying is I got to steal. And the point of telling you that stuff is because I don't think it's going to matter anymore because now Forge and Fire has, and that's where I get most of my stuff, and a lot of other websites too, like Forge and Fire, have the, what do you call it? Journey Together. They have the Journey Together pre-orders up, and it's only 1 box. It's not even a case, not even a picture of a case. No Elite Trainer boxes. They have 1 box of Journey Together, and it's like over $200. I don't remember exactly. It's like $220 or it might even be $280. I don't know. But it's 1, and you click the picture, and it says limit of 6 per person. So Pokemon is printing. I actually run a print shop. I run a printing press. That's what I do for a living. My dad's been in the printing industry my whole life since he was 18, and I've been in it since I was able to work. I've worked in different print shops. It's not like not printing cards, but I understand printing. They are printing so much. You have no idea. I'm one person, and on my press, I don't print cards. I print envelopes and stuff. In one day, I can print 40,000 envelopes on a good day. If nothing goes wrong and it just is running great, and it's like 1 color ink and not a lot of setup and wash ups and stuff like that, I can run 40,000 in one day. They have multiple facilities with, I don't even know. I'd love to tour one and I'd love to talk to someone, a pressman that runs one of those presses. It's crazy. They are printing so much, and people underestimate, like in my business, the paper. Sometimes, like during COVID, I don't know, they were printing so much during COVID and now they're printing more. I don't know how they were printing so much because we were having problems in our print shop with paper supply being so low. Like it was hard to get paper, big time. And that's when that's exactly when in 2020, my dad found a new supplier, and now we get all our envelopes from Taiwan, not the US anymore. And I don't know, Pokemon, y'all, I think people underestimate the amount of trees. I'm not an environmentalist or anything. I don't care about that, but I'm saying it takes paper and boxes and plastic. It's not just about, like, they have to, when people talk about reprints, I honestly think that Pokemon prints, imagine they print, let's just say this, imagine they print 1 million A million cards. Let's just say they print 1 million boxes. They print way more than that, but let's just say they print 1 million boxes. I think they release half and they have the other half in it. I don't know. I mean, there's no way that they don't have more in a warehouse somewhere. And I don't think that even, this is a conspiracy theory, but I think they print all the set of the one set. Like Surging Sparks, they printed as much as they were going to print, and then they moved on to the next set. And they had all that Surging Sparks sitting in a warehouse somewhere, and they release some of it whenever it releases, the set releases, and then they keep some back for times like this. I don't know, and no one knows. No one knows except the owners of the freaking print shops, like, what's it called, Millennium Print Group? I don't know. They know, and Pokemon know. That's all that knows. So everyone's speculation is just rumors. But one thing I think they do that. They have to have, because you don't understand how it takes time to set up a certain job to print different products. It's not like you just click a button and they just print. It's not like that. They have to set up whole different manufacturing, all this, like these. They have to print the packages. They have to get the plastic, each one molded to the thing. They got to make the coins. They got to print not only the cards, but they got to print the plastic, or the, like, I don't know if it's plastic, like foil kind of card packs and stuff. It takes a lot. And to think that they are just, because right now, like most people think right now, they're printing, right now they're getting ready for Team Rocket and they're printing Team Rocket. In my opinion, I think they already printed Destined Rivals. I think they're printing the set right now. I think they're printing the set that's after Destined Rivals. So I don't really know how the reprints actually work. People guess, and I'm guessing too. But I run a print shop, and I know that it's just, to think that they're like, okay, we're printing Team Rocket, and then they just announce that reprint. I think they're just titrating more that they have in storage into the market, because I don't know how they would keep up. And to keep up with demand, this is what we're going to talk about next. The demand, people are complaining like, oh no, be careful what you invest in, be careful what you buy right now, because they're going to reprint it into the ground like they did in Sword and Shield with like Fusion Strike. I remember Fusion Strike and so many different sets, so many Vivid Volts, pretty much every. I remember on Troll and Toad seeing ETBs for like 30, 35, 40 bucks, all of them for a long time. I mean, you could have got as many as you wanted. But I don't remember people asking or complaining, asking for more Fusion Strike. Like, I don't remember people being like, man, they need to reprint. It wasn't like this. And they were everywhere. But Sword and Shield was printed. They released the print numbers from, I don't know, it got released or some YouTuber said it or something. And people claim that in Scarlet and Violet, they're printing more than they did in Sword and Shield. But all the websites that I go to, I mean, y'all see this. Everything's gone. Everything is gone. Like, not just the good stuff. Everything's gone. All of it. All of it's gone. And that demand is crazy. I don't know what happened during surgery. I kind of do. So I have some theories. Here's my theory. One of the big theories that I have about why the demand got so popular. I don't remember the exact date Pokemon Pocket came out. That's not why. A lot of people think that's why. I think a lot of it because I could see it in my own industry with, so coming up to the election in the United States. I'm not political. I hate politics. So I'm not going to get political, but it plays a big part of this, and it makes like the perfect storm. A lot of people, even in every industry, I feel like, but especially in mine, I can only talk about like what I know. So in my industry, there was it was slow. It got slow. And the closer it got to the election, the slower it got. Less people were making orders. It was just slow. And then it seemed like right after the election, people kind of like calmed down about the way, you know, people have different opinions. I don't care what your opinion is. I'm just saying, I don't really have an opinion on politics, but I know that anxiety was high around this election. And as soon as it was announced and no one got assassinated and stuff like that, they calmed down and then started buying everything. My job picked back up. It seemed like everything just turned back on and everyone's anxiety was just cooled down. I think that plays a lot to do with this boom, because it's like it's literally the perfect timing. It goes along with surging sparks perfectly. The election does. And yeah, I know that's dumb to think that Pikachu is affected by politics, but I feel like a lot of people were holding money back and not wanting to spend money because were kind of weary about how the world was going to go. I know I definitely was. I was like, man, I'm not going to be frugal, or I'm going to be frugal. I don't even remember what frugal's the one. Frugal's smart, right? Not whatever. I wanted to be careful and not try to be careful. And right after I found out it was all good, I was like, okay, now I can just relax and take it easy and do what I have been doing. That's a big part of it, I think. And I have not heard one person talk about that. What most people talk about is Pokemon Pocket. Pokemon Pocket. I feel like that could play a little bit into it, but Pokemon Go I feel like was way more popular, but I wouldn't know that. Pokemon Go might have seemed more popular than Pocket because people were walking around in the streets. And I was too. That's when I got back into the hobby, was when Pokemon Go came out. I remember going to bars. One time we went to a bar, me and my friends, and like the whole town was walking around and we got drunk. I would get drunk and go play Pokemon Go and walk around. It's like the most I exercised since freaking high school, is walking around catching Pokemon. That's when I got back into the hobby. And yeah, that's crazy. And then the second big boom was COVID. And a lot of people talk about why Logan Paul and people had extra money. But I'm trying to think. One thing, right after COVID in 2021, that's when Evolving Skies came out. And I feel like that's a lot of what this is too, is right now there's good sets. I'm not saying Scarlet and Violet sucks. I like the sets. I like all the sets. I like at least, that's not true. I don't like all the sets. Some sets I completely skip. Not skip, but I get my daughter the one she likes. I buy the singles of the one she likes, and we didn't open them at all. Like, I'm trying to think of one. No, that's a lie. We opened every set, but not as heavily, and didn't want as many cards from the set. Like, I remember one of the sets, it was either Paradox or Temporal Forces or Paradox Rift. It was one of those. I didn't want any of the cards from it. I can't remember. I'm going to have to look. You know what? I'm looking up the set list real quick because I can't just spew nonsense. I need to look. Okay. Yeah, this set. Paradox Rift. It came out. Okay, out of the whole set, I bought myself the Groudon. That's it. That's all I wanted. And it was cheap. Now it's $100. I'm looking at TCG Player right now. $100. I got this thing for I don't remember if I bought English or Japanese, but I think I bought it for like $5. Probably Japanese. Oh yeah, this set, I got the Groudon and the Steelix. And that was it. My daughter wanted the Minun and Plusle, the little negative and positive Pikachus. She wanted the Morpeko. And she wanted the Parasol Lady and the Magby and the Minior. Okay, my daughter always wants a lot, but I didn't. And for a lot of the sets in early Scarlet and Violet, I didn't find myself really wanting a whole lot of any of it, to be honest with you. Like, I'm going to go to another set just to be, like, I only wanted 2 cards from that set. And a lot of the other ones, too, were just like that. Like, the one with Skarmory, I only wanted Skarmory. Obsidian Flames, I'm a huge Charizard fan. I wanted that Charizard. And me and my kid, I feel like everybody did, but me and my kid opened 2 booster boxes of Obsidian Flames and pulled every card we wanted. Like, we pulled a Gloom, a Ninetales. We pulled all the Charizards, even the rare ones, all of them. I think we just didn't get the gold rare one, but all the other ones we got. And I think that's why Obsidian Flames was so hated on, because it was just the pull rates were too easy. But these sets that are coming out, Surging Sparks, in Surging Sparks, I didn't really, I mean, my daughter wants the Pikachu. We didn't buy it because it was just so expensive. She wanted the Pikachu, and just having a Pikachu chase card, isn't that thing called the butthole Pikachu? It's like looking from behind. That's crazy. It's crazy. It looks like Pikachu doesn't really have a butthole. I lost my train of thought with butthole, talking about buttholes. She wanted the Pikachu. We didn't buy it. But that, I'm trying to think, you know what? I'm going to have to look that one up too. It doesn't matter. It doesn't even matter. What I'm saying is, a lot of the sets in early Scarlet and Violet, people, and especially investors, I think investing is plays a huge part of this. Big part of it that people aren't thinking about. Because think about when the boom happened with Surging Sparks, and now this Prismatic Evolutions, and now the Team Rocket set. And just think about it. Every investor can't buy all the sets. Every investor doesn't. I don't do it. I don't buy all the sets. I know people that say you should buy a little bit of every set because you don't know which ones are going to boom. Not everyone's made of that much money and can't afford to buy every set, so they're not going to buy every set because they're not going to buy sets that they don't like and spend their hard-earned money on that. And I feel like I can't be the only one that's not completely rich and can just buy every set. And even if you buy just a case, you know what I'm saying? I feel like that plays a huge role. Is a lot of people were holding off money, waiting, thinking, okay, I see what Evolving Skies did in Sword and Shield. I see Team Up. I see all these big hitters, and they're waiting with their dollars to buy in. And most of Scarlet and Violet, yeah, now it's popular because everything else is sold out, and it just boomed. But forever, you could have gotten all the Scarlet and Violet sets for cheap. P-Football Pete on eBay, cases and cases for cheap. It's just nobody cared and nobody wanted it. I didn't want it either. But these new sets, like look at this. They put Pikachu on a box, and now it's like, yeah, they had the dinosaur versions of the dogs and stuff like that. I don't know. Maybe I'm old school. I didn't really care for those that much. I mean, they're cool arts. All the art is cool. All of it nowadays. There's not one, even the arts that I don't care for are awesome looking. And it's crazy. All the things that I just said, I still am confused about the boom and when and why it happened. And I feel like everybody else is too. But I can say it doesn't really matter, the reprint. I think that the reprints are going to get eaten right up unless they print 3 times as much. If they print just as much, think about how fast everything's sold out. There's nothing. There's literally no, go to Pokemon Center, go anywhere. There's literally nothing. It's getting eaten up. And I think if they print exactly as much as they printed when it released, each of these sets, if they print Surging Sparks just as much as they printed, it won't do anything. I think they'd have to print triple, quadruple for it to even, I mean, it might drop the prices for a little bit, but I don't know. No one knows. So if you're investing in this stuff or collecting this stuff, reprints shouldn't matter. They should be awesome. Reprints should scare scalpers, which is a good thing. Reprints are great for scalpers and scumbags, like people that are upset. When you see someone upset about a reprint, that shows you that they're only in this hobby for money. Because even I'm not just a collector. I collect and I have a sealed collection, and I collect just singles, and I invest in it for the future of my family, because I don't really like, it's like people, and I know it's true, people hate on Pokemon investors, and people say, oh no, people don't hate on it. Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do. I just made my channel and I've had hate comments on talking about investing. People saying like, it's not crypto, bro. Yeah, no shit, it's not crypto, you dumbass. I don't like crypto. I hate crypto. I can't hold crypto. I don't enjoy it. I don't understand it. I'm not a tech nerd. I don't understand it. A lot of people don't understand it. They invest in it, but guess what? It goes, all my crypto went down. I sold all my crypto to buy all this YouTube equipment. I bought a brand new MacBook because last time I tried to do YouTube, it sucked and it was like glitchy and stuff, and I was getting frustrated because I would upload from the new phone to my 2012 MacBook and the videos just wouldn't work because it was like HDR or something. I sold my crypto before it crashed, by the grace of God, all of it, and bought tons. I bought a brand new MacBook Pro, ring lights, all kinds of stuff, equipment for this YouTube channel. I was like, you know what, screw this. And then literally a couple days later, Bitcoin went all the way down to 80 something, 84 something, 80 something thousand. And I was like, oh my gosh. Yeah. Crypto went down and it goes down and up. I don't really care about crypto. I don't care. My Pokemon investments, oh, are you kidding me? They are up like crazy. Like, it's insane. And the people that don't understand and get mad at Pokemon investors, do you not have children? Like, I'm on borrowed time. I should be dead already. 1,000 times I should be dead. We're not going to live forever, and you can only really work so much without killing yourself. I mean, working 40 hours already kills most people. People that work more than 40 hours, if you don't, I gotta say this. If you work for 40 hours, or if you work for 60 hours, and you like say that people that work 40 hours, oh man, you're lazy. That is bullshit. When I work 40 hours, I am tired. Oh, I have a physical job. But even sitting at a desk for 40 hours is fucking, it sucks. That's why I invest, because I can only make so much money, and I don't think I'm going to be a rock star or famous or anything like that. I don't think, I don't buy into that. I know that I'm just an average person, and most likely I'll never be rich, but at least I can look at other things in the past. Pokemon's not the only thing I invest in, but it's the best thing I invest in. Pokemon, it's insane. Think about it. All these reprints, people are talking about, oh, well, you shouldn't buy it right now. Wait for another reprint. They're already talking about, Team Rocket hadn't even come out, and people are saying, you should probably not buy Team Rocket to invest in and wait for them to reprint it. But even if it comes out and you have to pre-order it at $200 a box, look at all the crappy sets from Sun and Moon. Look at all the crappy sets from Sword and Shield. They are way more than $200. Maybe not all of them, but you know what I'm saying. In time, all these go up because the more time goes on, the more packs get ripped, and it's supply and demand. It's simple. Even I can understand it. I'm not into math. Do I look like I'm into math? Or that's why I'm not into crypto and the stock market and stuff. But Pokemon, I love Pokemon. So if I can invest in something that I love, it's just great. And so all the people that hate on Pokemon investors, right there, buddy. Oh, man. The reprint, I don't think it'll matter at all this year. I think Pokemon could be getting plans to make more facilities, buy more presses. Like, y'all don't understand. You can't just go buy more presses. Like, these things have to be created and manufactured. And there's not that many companies that do it. There's not 500 different companies that make printing presses. Each printing press is like a specialty item, and they're fucking expensive. Like, I know how much the ones in my industry are. The ones that print Pokemon cards are probably millions of dollars for one machine. Probably. There's no guaranteed. They're so expensive. So I think they're going to have to build more facilities to keep up with demand, but I don't know. Pokemon knows what they're doing. They're not the highest grossing media franchise in the world. They know what they're doing, and they're going to do it. I feel like they're going to, but I don't think the reprints this year will do anything. Maybe they'll reprint it and, we'll be getting Surging Sparks and Prismatic Evolution restocks and reprints. Maybe we'll be getting those till 2027, like into the next era. Who knows? All right, I've ranted enough, guys. I really appreciate you watching. I hope you all have a good day. Be careful on YouTube listening to people, especially if you're investing big money. If you're collecting, just collect what you like. You don't even have to open the damn packs. It's gambling anyways. Just be careful out there. Take everything, even what I say, take with a grain of salt, because I'm just ranting in my room. None of it is true, and none of it doesn't matter. Have a good day, guys. Appreciate you watching.